The state of her creates space to reflect, reset, and rise. This is where clarity meets community. Don't miss an episode. Subscribe today on your favorite podcast platform. Follow us on social media at The States of Her HQ. Hey, beautiful. Welcome back to The State of Her with Keisha, the headquarters for real conversations and real growth. I'm your host, Keisha, and I'm so glad you're here with me today. Now, let's get into today's conversation. Nobody is coming to save you, beautiful. And before you say God is, that's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about waiting for people to do for you what God has already given you the ability to do for yourself. It's about becoming a woman who can stand 10 toes down while still appreciating the people who walk beside her. We have to stop depending on other people to build the life we're capable of building for ourselves. Now, that doesn't mean never accept help. It means don't make your progress dependent on someone else's choices. Don't wait for a man to change your financial situations. I know a lot of us women, we're out here looking for that man who got that money, who can take care of us, buy us the house, the cars, and all that, clothes, jewelry, and all that stuff. But do you know something beautiful? Do you know that you can do that by yourself? You don't need no man to do that for you. So, in order to change your financial situation, it's not the man that's going to change it for you. You have to change it for yourself. You must learn about your money. How are you spending your money? When you get paid weekly, bi weekly, monthly, do you save your money? Or do you just get that check and you're so happy you have something in your hand? Now you're like, oh, let me go out, buy some food, buy some clothes, let me go do this, let me go do that. What are you doing with your money that you can only depend on a man to help you out financially? Are you investing your money? Do you have 401ks? Do you have life insurance? Say something happened to you today. You walk outside, go get hit by a bus. You walk outside, you fall down and hit your head. Do you have life insurance that your loved ones can actually bury you and don't have no worries in the world? A lot of us growing up, we wasn't taught to like invest in a lot of things. We was really taught just to go to school, go to college, what have you, get a job, pay your bills, and live life. But that's not really life. You know what I'm saying? So to invest, you need to invest in maybe stocks. My first stock I had, I was 18 years old, and that was Microsoft. That was back in the days of Microsoft. Let me see. That's probably like in 1994. Yes. So from 1994 to 2026, Microsoft stocks. And back then, please, the Microsoft stocks back with then was like dollars. Now it's hundreds of dollars, maybe thousand. So invest in yourself. You don't always have to have that lunch every day for $10, which is $50 per week, which is $200 per month. You know? You don't have to have that 2,400 per year. You could put that away. You can invest that in something. So a man is not really needed financially because you can make your own finances better than what it is right now. Yes, I know the man is the head of the household and everything. Yes, he can still be that. But you can also have your finances together as well. Try to build another stream of income. Try to do something that actually fulfills you on a daily basis. You must be able to take care of yourself, beautiful. What other stream of income can you actually think of that can actually make you something every week, every month? We have more than one talent. We was put here for a reason. And let me tell you something. Right now, I am going hard for why I am here, for why God has me here. At times, you can't depend on someone else to make you happy every day. Remember, I said this in my last episode? You have to make yourself happy. No one else can. If someone else is going to make you happy, don't you know they are going to be exhausted trying to make you happy, trying to figure out what makes you happy? When you know yourself, what makes you happy, what moves you can make your own self happy. It's not hard to do. Learn who you are. Learn your triggers. Learn what moves you. Learn what makes you smile. You have to learn who you are before you can give yourself to anyone else out there. You have to build your confidence up. Tell yourself every day, you're the shit. There's no one better than you. Speak positive words to yourself. You don't have to wait for someone else to speak it to you. You wake up every single day, look in that mirror so you can speak to yourself in positive ways. Build up your confidence. Walk outside with your head up high, with your back straight. Walk outside in your best outfit. They say, oh, it's not all about materialistic things. It's not. But you and I know that when you are dressed to the T, when your hair is done, whether you wear makeup or not, lipstick, lip gloss, when you looking good, all that plays into part. So I say that, yes, dress up. Look your best at all times. Because when you show up and when you show out, man, your back is straight, your head is high, you're smiling, you're laughing, you're talking more, you're happy. So make yourself happy. Build your confidence each and every day, even throughout the day. Heal so your peace isn't controlled by other people. There are a lot of human beings out here, male and female, who just want to come and snatch everything away from you. Don't give them that energy. Fight for your happiness. Fight for your peace. Don't let them around you. No is a word, so use it faithfully. Know who you are and let people know who you are. I say what I say. It's the state of her. Listen on your favorite podcast platform. Follow for real conversations and real growth. I got the book club that I told you about between the pages, and we need to read more books. That's one of the reasons why I picked up the book too. Pick up a book, beautiful. Read. When was the last time you actually read a book? I'm talking about actually indulging in a book that you actually love, a book that can actually inspire you. When was the last time you have done that? You need to read more books, get in tune with a lot of things. I think a lot of us are lost in what social media is dishing out to us. I always tell you ladies to feed your brain with something that's powerful and not all the hoopla hoopla that's going around. Learn something because you are alive. Every day there is something to learn. Like every day you should ask yourself, what did I learn today? Did I learn anything today? Was I taught something? Did I teach myself something today? Those are the things that you need to actually cater to. Learn new skills. When was the last time you learned a new skill? Learn something. It's out there for you to learn. And there's a lot of people out there selling things, ebooks and stuff like that. Maybe that can help you. But get into the habit of feeding your mind something powerful that you can actually teach others, whether you're teaching your friends, your kids, your loved ones. Learn something new. Go back to school if you want. It's never too late to go back to school. I know there's a lot of people of age, in the 40s, probably 50, like, I'm not going back to school. You crazy? I'm done with school. But there's so much to learn. As long as you are living, you have a lot to learn, beautiful. Every day there's something new to learn? And you don't even have to go into a classroom. You could just do it right on your phone nowadays, on your laptop, your desktop. School's not like how it used to be where we actually need to be present, physical body in the room. You can do that in the comfort of your own home. So if you wanted to go back to school, what would you actually go for? I think I would just stay in the business sector, of it all, being like I like business, I'll probably stay in that. So learn something. Your mind is a terrible thing to waste. Maybe you want to start a business, whether it's doing hair, whether it's crocheting something, sewing something, anything that you have that feeds your soul. We all have a gift. That's why I said, what's your skill task like? What do you like to do? We just have to actually dig inside of us to see where we can, find that gift at. Because we all have it. Maybe you want to listen to a podcast. And if you listen to my podcast, The State of Her with Keisha, I thank you. And there are more podcasts out there like this. I always say you can actually become her and still live a fruitful life. You can still go out and party and hang out. No one is holding you, but you have to do the work to be a better you. Wherever you listen to your podcast at, go search for some ones that's positive. Learn something about finances where you are learning something on a daily basis per se. But if it's something that you actually like to listen to, do that. Grow your mind. Don't leave your mind stuck on that one track that you have it on. Grow it. Water your mind. Like the chia pet, you water the chia pet, then it grows like hair. You know, feed your mind, grow your mind. And while you're doing that, don't forget to pray. Praying is key. A lot of us don't pray. And I can admit to that. I don't pray every single day. I do forget. And when I do forget, at that moment, it doesn't matter what day or time it is, I will pray in that moment. So pray. God is always listening to you. God wants to hear you. And sometimes you can journal too. you know, get a journal or even on your phone. But you want to know what? I prefer journaling when you're actually writing down what's on your thought process or what happened to you that day or so. So try writing, pen to paper, your thoughts, what happened to you today, how you're feeling. Journal those things and do not do it on your phone. Because I'm telling you, you get a different outcome, a different feedback mentally when you write. The state of her creates space to reflect, reset, and rise. This is where clarity meets community. Don't miss an episode. Subscribe today on your favorite podcast platform. Follow us on social media at The States of Her HQ. So choose growth every day. How can you be better today than you were yesterday? To yourself, to your family, to friends, to people that you don't even know, that you walk outside and that you see. How can you be better? How can you grow? And here's the thing I'm going to say right now. Because a lot of us, we have been dealing with this for many, many, many years. I'm going to tell you this right now, beautiful. Don't wait for your friends to support you. If you waiting for your friends to support you, you just might as well go 6 feet under right now. Because, like you're going to be waiting for a long, long, long time. Don't wait for your family to repost your content, anything like that. Just do what you have to do. They will see you when you reach to the top. And when you reach to the top, you might forget about them. And then that's where they'll be seeking you more. But don't worry about that. Support yourself. Because once you support yourself, you will grow. Never wait until someone believes in you or believes in your vision. Who are they to believe in your vision when they want to? This is your life. So mold your life how you want it to be molded and not how they want it to be molded for you. You always must believe in yourself before anyone else does. If you fall short in believing in yourself, how do you think someone else is going to believe in you? Do you think they're going to give you that opportunity? No, why should they? You don't believe in yourself, so why should somebody else believe in you? So show that confidence that, yeah, I am this shit. Yes, this is me. This is what I'm doing. So believe what I'm doing, and invest in me. Because no one is actually going to believe you unless you go hard for what you want in life. Always be consistent. Consistency is key. Don't do things one day, Then the next day, you're like, "Ugh, I'm tired." Because I've been there, you know? I see myself going in and out of entertainment, in and out of radio, in and out of podcasts. And I'm like, why? God is putting me in this particular situation for a reason. So why do I keep leaving it? So I had to sit down with myself and be like, why do I keep leaving entertainment, the things that I like to actually do? I love to talk. I love entertainment. I love to network. Why do I keep like jumping out of it? And then God puts me back in it, but I keep jumping back out. So I decided, you know what? This is what I love to do. So I'm going to do it. I'm going to put everything that I have into this podcast and not worry about if friends support me, if friends are sharing. I'm not worried about that because eventually the hard work that I put in will pay off. They are not actually working for me. They're not doing what I'm doing. I'm doing it myself. So it's okay if they don't help me. It's okay if they don't share my podcast. I'm okay. God got me. I believe in myself, and that is what counts and matters. And since I've had this podcast, I have been very consistent with this podcast than others. So I am putting everything, my all into this. And I also remember that my purpose belongs to me. It doesn't belong to you or nobody else. It belongs to me. So be that this is my purpose, I have to live for it and I must conquer and do this and hold it down. I didn't stop creating because the support wasn't what I hoped it would be. No, I kept recording, right? I kept reading, planning my season two. This is season two, so welcome again. So I started Between the Pages, my book club, okay? And I show up every week as I should. And if I don't, I still show up. I still come on and let you know why I'm not showing up for you on that Wednesday. So I'm going very hard in what I'm doing this time around. If I had waited for everyone to support my podcast before I kept going, do you know that I'll probably wouldn't still be here recording this particular episode for you right now? Because sometimes the people you expect to push you forward won't even do it. You alone have to be willing to push yourself, beautiful. Forget about those other people. They ain't worry about you. They got other things to do. Now, what I'm saying to you right now, this isn't complaining. It's illustrating the lesson to you. Be responsible for your own life. Don't make your future dependent on someone else's decisions. It's just going to hold you back, hold you down. I'm not saying don't ask for help. We all need people. We all need help. We cannot survive in this world without getting help from anybody. No one in this world made it alone. And if they did, if they told you that, they're lying to you. And you know that they're lying to you. I'm saying don't hand someone else the keys to your future. If they show up, that's a blessing. Thank them for showing up. But if they don't show up, you still have a life to build, and it's still a blessing for you. You have the keys, beautiful. Use them and keep showing up every single day. That's the difference. I say what I say. It's the state of her. Listen on your favorite podcast platform. Follow for real conversations and real growth. When was the last time fear made a decision for you? Fear doesn't show up, it takes over your life. Yeah, and you know it does. You don't realize how many of your decisions are based on fear alone. Fear convinces you that staying stuck is safer than growing. Sometimes we all mistake fear for wisdom. Like you would say to yourself, beautiful, maybe next year I will do this. What you mean, maybe next year you'll do that? Do you know if you're going to be actually alive next year? Or when you say to yourself, I'm too old, you're too old for what? You're never too old to do anything. To me, as long as you're still breathing this air out here in this world, you're not too old. You can say these things when you're not here anymore. You get it? You say to yourself, I'm not ready. Yes, you are. You're always ready. You just have to make yourself ready. And the one thing we always say, what if I fail? Like we are so scared to fail. Failure is there. That's why it's there. You know, just like divorce, you get married, and then, if anything happens within your marriage, you get divorced. It's there for a reason. So, yes, we all failed, and guess what? We got right back up and did it again. So, I don't understand why you would say, what if I fail? When you yourself will have a child, 2, 3 years old, 4, 5, they do something, and you will reinstate them to do it again if they fail. Because you'll tell them, I know you can do it. And guess what? Your 3, 4, 5-year-old did it. They passed, whatever it was. So those are things that you instill in your kids when they are actually growing, when they are actually sponges. So why you can't keep doing the same thing to yourself? Never ask the question, what if I fail? And people are always going to judge you. Judge you on what you're doing, how you're talking, how you're moving, how you're walking, how you're looking. It's okay because the only judgment that you need is God's. So if someone is judging you, put that on the back burner. Don't worry about it because God got you. God is the only one that can judge you. And if the person that's judging you, if he's not God, she's not God, you keep it moving. Do you know that fear keeps us women in survival mode? Like staying at jobs that we hate. Why are we staying there? Oh, we've been there for 15 years, so why not stay here? But it's not fulfilling for you. Yeah, you're getting paid every week. You're paying your bills, but you're unhappy. So why you staying? Look for another career. Whether it's making more money, you might take, less money. But guess what? If you love what you do, it's not called work. So get that career that you love what you are doing. Some of us go to work and we're mad that we actually go into work. As soon as we walk into our job, we're like, oh, can't wait to go back home. That's not the job for you then. Find another one. And those toxic relationships that you're in, whether it's a romantic relationship or if it's a friendship, get out of that. You know, toxicity is not a good thing. So get out of those crippling relationships, especially with those female friends and stuff. A lot of women have female friends that are just toxic. They gossip all the time. They're always outside. They always causing trouble. Get rid of that. Get new friends. Friends who are about something. Friends who are about businesses. Friends who are go-getters. You don't need that toxicity in your life anymore. Get rid of those friends. And you know, let me ask you something. Have you ever traveled by yourself? That's the thing. Like being alone is key to you, like becoming her as well. We always want to go to restaurants with our friends, our loved ones. We want to go to like a little spa with someone, our girlfriends. But you can do that by yourself. Sometimes when you travel by yourself, your thought process, oh my gosh, gets so much clearer, calmer. So you don't always need someone to tag along with you. Take that drive by yourself. You don't even have to put on the music in the car. Just take that drive in silence. Open your mind. Get some positive thoughts in there. Think about what your life is at the moment. So, those are things that we must, on a daily basis, try to keep up and speak up for yourself. Don't be the one who just sits there and everyone is speaking. You don't know what to say. Speak up for yourself. Let people know who you are, what you're doing, and why you're doing these things. And speak up to where people can hear you. Maybe that's why I talk so loud right now. When I'm talking to people, they're like, "Oh my God, you talk so loud." It's not that I'm talking loud. You just hear me. you know? So speak up. Let people hear your voice. And while you're speaking up, never, never, ever, 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 ever feel like asking for help is the wrong thing. Why? We all need help. There's no one on this earth that did it by themselves. So why you think that you don't need any help? Answer me that question. We all need help. I ask for help. any given time. I am that woman that will ask you for help. I am that woman that will ask you 101 questions. I am her, and I'm not afraid to ask. The only thing that you can say to me is yes or no. Those are the only two words you can say, and I have to go with those. And you have to remember, beautiful, that fear doesn't just steal opportunities. Fear actually steal your years. It steal your life. So what are you so afraid about? What is it? You know what lies fear actually tells you? Fear says to you, I'm gonna break a few things down. Fear says to you, you're too old, you're too late, you're not smart enough, you don't have enough money. What if you fail? What if they laugh? Someone else is already doing it. That's fear. So what if someone else is already doing it? Why you can't do it? I say if you have something to sell, sell it. So what if the next store have the same thing? Don't you know that when you go to every corner store, they sell the exact same thing? And they're all making money and they're all staying open for 10, 50, 20 years, but they're all selling the same thing. So why you can't sell the same thing? Never say someone else is doing it already, so I'm not going to do it. That's just fair. You letting yourself down, and let alone you letting God down. So put those 10 toes down on that pavement and run. Run your marathon, run your race. Don't let fear get to you. And how I replace those fears that I just told you about, like, it's too late, I'm too old, I'm not smart enough, I don't have enough money. But I instill into my mind, there's room for me, is what I say to myself. There's no way that there isn't any room for me out here in this big ass world. And I don't need everyone's approval. No, 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 no. The moment I need everyone's approval, that's the moment I lost myself. So I'm gonna let you know, beautiful. Having someone's approval is not what you need. The only approval shall come from God. Listen to God. Approval. And you must also remember that your progress, what you are progressing every single day, that beats perfection. So you do something on a daily basis, that's better than anything else because it's going to actually lead to perfection at some point if you keep doing it over and over and over again. The only guaranteed failure is never trying or never asking. Remember that. So why you're not trying on that business? Why you're not trying on that new career? Do you know the price that you pay for living in fear? Every day that fear is costing you something. Every single day. It's costing you your confidence. It's costing you your peace, your time, your joy. Remember I said your happiness, only you can make you happy? Fear is costing you your joy because you are so fearful of doing something new that's just making you unhappy. But once you go and tackle that fear, you will see how happy you will become. Fear costs relationships. You're scared to say something. You're scared to do something. You're fearing opportunities that's coming past your way. All because you're thinking of what other people might say of you. And I keep telling you, they are not God. If they are not God, do what you do. Stand 10 toes down and do what you do for God and for yourself and your family. And a lot of times, fear costs us our self respect too. We're not respecting ourselves because we're fearful of other things. So, I'm saying this to say if fear is taking over your life, you need to sit back and analyze why fear is taking over your life. And the only reason why is because you is letting fear take over your life. One day you look back and realize you weren't waiting on God. You were waiting on your fear to leave. So put fear on the back burner and move forward with God. Leave fear behind. And I just want to know, And just ask yourself this question too. What are you really afraid of? Are you afraid of being rejected? Because we must get rejected at some point. Everything can be a yes, 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 yes. Are you afraid of being alone? I grew up with a lot of friends, family around me and what have you, but at times I was alone. I was alone inside my mother's house. Call me the latchkey kid. I was alone, and it was good for me. I would read, watch TV, write in my journal, do some math. I was fine being alone. It didn't bother me being alone as a child. And my kids right now are like that. They get into their own space, into their own world. They be in their room alone. I don't mind being alone. I think everyone needs to be alone. Everyone needs to know who they are, you know? I say what I say. It's the state of her. Listen on your favorite podcast platform. Follow for real conversations and real growth. You might be worried about looking foolish. You might be worried about, oh, I did this thing and it didn't pan out the way I wanted to. At least you tried. Some of us out there are not even trying to do anything. So pat yourself on the back. At least you're trying something. And it's okay to start over and over again until you actually get it and until it actually makes sense. It's okay. Rome wasn't built overnight. So a lot of things that we are doing or want to do is not going to actually um flourish overnight. So just take heed and have patience. Success is around the corner. It's there. You just have to do it and get to it. Are you afraid of failure? Are you afraid of saying to yourself, "Oh my gosh, I tried this so many times, it's not working for me. Why?" Sometimes things just doesn't work out for us and we need to just go somewhere else or do something else. It's okay to fail. You have to start somewhere. And the only way that you will know that you have failed is if you started something. And also stop comparing yourself to people. You are who you are. Whoever your parents named you as, that's who you are. Okay? You are God's child. I don't compare myself to no one. Trust me on that. Like, I'm Keisha Brooks all day long. KB. I don't compare myself to no one. I know I'm the shit all day. And that's just what it is. I'm confident. It's okay. You don't have to believe me. As long as I believe myself. That is what counts. I always bet on myself. I bet on myself. I always win. As soon as I don't bet on myself, I lose. So always bet on you. You will never fail. And if you don't trust God as much as you fear things, there's something wrong with you. You become the author of your own story. No one else is writing that story other than God for you. And before I close this out, I know I've been here for a while. Usually my episodes are a little shorter. But before I close this out, here are some practical steps to stop letting fear decide who you are. I want you to actually name your fear, okay? Name your fear and ask if it's based on facts or assumptions instead of waiting for confidence. Take that step. Walk your walk. Run your race. So don't wait until you feel ready because you will never be ready. Beautiful. Fear will always tell you to stay where it's familiar, but your purpose has never lived inside your comfort zone. Every amazing chapter of your life is waiting on the other side of one brave decision. You only get one life. Don't spend it asking, "What if I fail?" Start asking, "What if this is the decision?" So, before you go, just one quick word. The first person who has to believe in you is you. God already did, beautiful. If this episode resonated with you, please share it with another woman. Leave a review. Follow us at the State of Her HQ. Until next time, keep growing, beautiful. Bye. The State of Her creates space to reflect, reset, and rise. This is where clarity meets community. Don't miss an episode. Subscribe today on your favorite podcast platform. Follow us on social media at the States of Her HQ.